Hey guys, it's Lua and welcome to my booktube newbie tag. Alright, so first things first, one thing you should know about this channel is we don't follow the rules here. Me and the girlies who eventually subscribe to me, we're rule breakers. We do what we want to do. That being said, nobody tagged me for this video. I am here solely because, I'm about a month deep into booktube now. I think it's time I formally introduce myself. I decided, why not do that booktube newbie tag? And then I googled the questions and I looked over them and I was just like, wow, some of these kind of come off like job interview type questions, and I hate that, but I'm gonna put on my job interview hat for you guys and do my best to answer these in an honest, over-exaggerated way. I hope you like that. But without further ado, let's get into these questions. Question number 1, why did you start this channel? So let's be blunt here. First of all, I don't have any friends, and I would love some friends who read. I don't have anybody in my life who is also a reader, so I would appreciate, to join the community and have that connection with people, because I don't have it in my life presently. And in the future, I hope I can make these friends and potentially start to do live shows or have a book club or something like that. I think that'd be really fun and cute. And another reason why I chose booktube, because I was kind of like dabbling with the idea of a different type of channel. I'm a tattoo artist and I was like debating, do I want to get into that side of YouTube? I want to go more on the fashion side. Do I want a channel with a little bit of everything? But here's the thing. I can confidently say nobody here starts a booktube channel for money or clout. We are all just here for vibes. And I love that for us. I truly think that we are one of the most wholesome sides of YouTube. And I love and respect that. Yeah, but I think that's all I have to say on that one. What are some fun and unique things that you can bring to booktube? Well, this is one of those job interview questions that we talked about. If I was asked this at a job interview, I would really have to pull something out of my ass right now. Fun and unique things I could bring to booktube. As an Enneagram Type 4, we strive to be the most fun and unique. Anybody who knows Enneagram will understand that. Essentially, I'm hoping to bring chaotic, goth, Sylvia Plath type energy to booktube. I hope that that's something at least somewhat new and different. If I'm being truthful, I'm just kind of figuring this booktube stuff out as I go, because there's so much shit that goes into it behind the scenes, so much you don't even really think about. So yeah, we're gonna see where it goes. One thing that might be a bit different is that I'm a bit behind the times in terms of, I guess, new and popular books per se. I spent a lot of time reading like the books everybody tells you you're supposed to read, but I am more recently starting to get into either like booktube favorites or books that just really interest me more than just what I'm supposed to be reading. Question number 3. What are you most excited for about this new channel? I would say I'm most excited to meet people. We already spoke on that. I'm really just excited to meet and connect with people, be a part of the community, make some friends who I could talk to about books and, I don't know, do shit with. Number 4, why do you love reading? I love reading because sometimes life sucks and it is the perfect form of escapism. I love that I could be laying in my bed but also be somewhere completely different. And I also really love kind of being forced to think about ideas or topics that I wouldn't have if I wasn't reading that book. Number 5, what book or series got you into reading? Alright, so I read a bit growing up. I was a reader. I wouldn't say I was as much of an avid reader as I am now though. Then getting into college, I didn't read very much at all. I was very depressed and I had no time for that sort of shit. At least I didn't make time for it. There was so much reading I had to do with classes that it just took the enjoyment out of it for me, which is sad. I would say after I dropped out of college in 2018, I got back into reading. Like, I was just reading like maybe a book here and there during the year, and then 2019 I discovered booktube. I discovered Chelsea Darling Reads, and I just adored her. Like, and I wasn't even into those kind of books that she reads at all. She's really into romance, contemporary reads. I've never read that shit. She was like my comfort booktuber, and she didn't know it, but we were friends in my head. So I think discovering booktube, I see how in this community everyone has read Harry Potter, and I hadn't. I never read Harry Potter growing up. So I decided to pick up the Harry Potter series, and that's just kind of what got me back into reading. Like, it got me very passionate about it, and I mean, it's just so unfortunate we don't know who wrote those books. Like, what a shame. So number 6, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Well, first of all, can we be friends? Because I love you, and in my head we're already friends, even though I never comment on anything or interact with anything that you ever do. Number 2, am I doing this right? Because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I just get in front of a camera and I talk and I do my best. That's what I would ask them. Number 7, what challenges starting a booktube channel do you think will be hardest to overcome? Just finding the time, finding what type of videos do you want to be putting out every month, what aesthetic do you want your thumbnails to have. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes, so much thought goes into it, and I'm a very creative person, so I actually really love having this as an outlet. It's just finding the time. Luckily, as a tattoo artist, there are some days where I'm just drawing and I could just have an audiobook in, and then I'm doing booktube work and I'm doing my work. I just have to find those little bits of my day where I can edit and I can get reading in or whatever. Number 8, when did you start reading? Alright, well, I kind of already answered this. Read when I was younger, took a break, and came back at around 2019, I would say. Number 9, where do you read? I mostly read in my bed. Like right before bed, that's what I do. I get myself all set up in my cozy bedroom. I'll light the candle, set the mood. We got the fairy lights on. I love to just feel cozy and tucked in and safe when I'm reading a book. But I mean, I do squeeze it in at other points in the day with an audiobook or something, but that's my favorite place to read. Number 10, what kind of books do you like to read? I love books that mindfuck you. I love a book where you read it and you're like, you didn't see it coming at all, or like a book that has like a debatable ending where it's kind of just like, did that all really happen or was it in that person's head? I also love a good gothic novel, a spooky horror type novel, love that. And of course, I love Sylvia Plath. I love any book that takes place in like an asylum or a mental hospital. Like, sign me up. I'm in that shit. Last question. I feel like this went kind of fast this time. I don't know. What does your book collection look like? I like my books kind of scattered around in an artsy way around my space. I don't have one huge bookshelf. I prefer bits of books everywhere around my room. I also don't have an insane amount of books. I probably have somewhere close to like 100, probably a little over 100 books, and growing. My collection's always growing. For the most part, if I don't like a book, it's leaving, it's gone. I'm not gonna hold on to it just because I read it, unless it has a really pretty cover. Then I will let it overstay its welcome. But guys, like, I guess that's all. That is my booktube newbie tag. I'm very excited to be starting this booktube channel, and I can't wait to watch it grow and to finally meet the friends and community that I'm hoping to make on here. Please like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, interact with me. I'd love to hear from you guys, seriously. Yeah, but thank you so much for watching, and keep reading, bitch.